Can you feel it? That relentless hum, that gnawing whisper in the quiet chambers of your mind? It's the unfulfilled potential, the echoes of dreams long deferred, the phantom limb of a life yet to be fully lived. You stand at the precipice, not of failure, but of an unsettling stasis. A powerful current flows through the universe, a force capable of bending reality to the will of those who truly understand its nature. But what is this force? Is it magic? Is it luck? No. It's something far more profound, more accessible, and infinitely more powerful than any fleeting stroke of fortune. It's the definite chief aim, the unwavering burning desire that ignites the dormant embers within you and forges an unstoppable path forward. For too long, you've been adrift, buffeted by the winds of circumstance, a ship without a rudder in the vast, churning ocean of possibility. But what if I told you that the chart to your truest destiny, the compass to your deepest desires, lies not in some external map, but deeply embedded within the very fabric of your being? It's a blueprint etched by the divine, waiting for you to unearth it, to claim it, to build upon it with unshakable conviction. Consider the giants, the architects of our modern world. Edison, a man who stared down 10,000 failures before the incandescent glow of success illuminated his path. Was he lucky? Was he blessed with some innate, unreplicable genius? Or did he possess something far more fundamental, an unwavering definiteness of purpose, a relentless persistence that scorned the very notion of defeat? He didn't just want light, he demanded it from the universe, with every fiber of his being, every experiment, every late night fueled by an unyielding passion. Think of Henry Ford, who, when told by engineers that a V8 engine could not be cast in a single block, simply replied, "Produce it anyway." And so they did. Not because it was easy, not because the technology existed, but because Ford's unyielding faith in his vision, his absolute conviction, bent reality to his will. His mind, saturated with the idea, transmitted that unwavering belief to those around him, compelling them to discover solutions where previously only obstacles existed. This isn't just history, this is a living, breathing testament to the power of a mind singularly focused, a will unyielding, a spirit unburdened by doubt. The world around you, in all its chaotic splendor, is merely a reflection of the inner landscape of your mind. If your thoughts are fragmented, your desires nebulous, your aims indistinct, then your outer world will mirror that very confusion. The universe does not reward ambiguity, it responds to absolute clarity, to a definite blueprint etched into the very core of your being. This isn't about wishful thinking, it's about the conscious, deliberate cultivation of a mindset that expects, that demands, that insists upon the realization of its chosen aims. Every thought you entertain, every belief you foster, every word you utter, is a brush stroke on the canvas of your future. Are you painting a masterpiece, or a blurred, uncertain sketch? Are you consciously directing the flow of your thoughts, or are you merely a passive recipient of whatever flits across the chaotic theater of your mind? The first step, then, is to become the master of your own mental domain, to stand guard at the gates of your mind and permit entry only to those thoughts that serve your highest purpose, that align with your deepest aspirations. Discard the mental debris, the self-limiting narratives, the fear-laden whispers that seek to undermine your potential. For in the crucible of your mind, the alchemy of success truly begins. Belief. What a powerful, often misunderstood, concept. It's not a fleeting hope, nor a fragile optimism. True belief is a rock-solid conviction, an unshakable inner knowing that transcends logic and defies external circumstances. It's the conviction that fuels the impossible, the unwavering certainty that propels you through the darkest valleys of doubt. When Lincoln faced the monumental task of uniting a fractured nation, when his advisors wavered and the very fabric of the country threatened to tear, it was his unwavering belief in the Union. his deep-seated conviction in the principles of liberty and justice, that held him firm. He didn't just hope for victory, he believed in it, with a tenacity that ultimately reshaped the course of history. This belief isn't something you can feign, it must be cultivated, nurtured, and ingrained into your very subconscious. How? Through relentless auto-suggestion, through the constant, deliberate repetition of your desired outcome, spoken with emotion and conviction, until it becomes an undeniable truth within your soul. It's a process of self-persuasion, a deliberate act of programming your subconscious mind to align with your conscious desires. Erasing the insidious whispers of doubt and replacing them with the roar of unshakable certainty. This isn't a passive exercise, it's an active, daily discipline, a deliberate recalibration of your inner compass. And from the fertile ground of belief springs forth clarity. Not just vague notions, but razor-sharp precision. What exactly do you desire? What is the specific, tangible outcome you seek to manifest? Most people wander through life with a generalized wish for more success or more happiness, never bothering to define what those nebulous concepts truly entail. But the universe, like a skilled architect, requires a precise blueprint. Imagine building a skyscraper without detailed plans, without a clear vision of its dimensions, its purpose, its every intricate detail. It would be a chaotic mess, a structure doomed to crumble. Your life, your ambitions, demand the same level of granular detail. What will your success look like, sound like, feel like? What specific actions will you take? What sacrifices are you willing to make? This isn't merely an intellectual exercise, it's a profound act of creation. The very act of defining, with meticulous detail, your definite chief aim sends a powerful, unambiguous signal to your subconscious mind and to the vast, intelligent force of the universe. It's like tuning a radio to a specific frequency. Without that precision, you'll only pick up static. This clarity is your unwavering North Star, guiding your every decision, illuminating your every step. Ensuring that every ounce of your energy is channeled toward the realization of your highest potential. With clarity comes vision. A vivid, emotionally charged, all-encompassing mental picture of your desired future. It's not just a thought, it's an experience, a living, breathing reality within the confines of your mind. Walt Disney, a man ridiculed for his foolish dreams, held an unwavering vision of a magical kingdom, a place where imagination knew no bounds. He saw it, felt it, experienced it long before a single brick was laid. And that vision, so powerful, so meticulously detailed in his imagination, became the magnetic force that drew the necessary resources, the talented individuals. The unyielding determination to bring Disneyland into glorious existence. Your vision must be equally compelling, equally vibrant. Close your eyes. See it. Feel it. Hear the sounds of your success. Taste the triumph. Smell the sweet aroma of accomplishment. Immerse yourself in this future reality until it feels more real than your current circumstances. This mental rehearsal, this constant immersion in your desired outcome, is not merely a pleasant pastime. It's a powerful act of creation, building the neural pathways, strengthening the subconscious programming, and aligning your entire being with the very reality you seek to manifest. The more vivid and emotionally charged your vision, the more potent its magnetic pull, drawing opportunities, resources, and insights directly into your path. But vision without purpose is a beautiful, empty shell. Why do you desire this outcome? What deeper meaning does it hold for you, for others, for the world? Your purpose is the fuel for your journey, the inexhaustible wellspring of motivation that will sustain you through the inevitable challenges and setbacks. It's the profound why that transcends fleeting desires and superficial gains. When Martin Luther King Jr. articulated his dream, It wasn't merely a political aspiration, it was a deep, resonant purpose rooted in justice, equality, and the inherent dignity of every human being. That profound purpose ignited a movement, transcended personal comfort, and ultimately reshaped a nation. Your purpose must be equally compelling, a force so powerful that it compels you to rise above fear, above doubt, above the siren song of mediocrity. It's the legacy you wish to leave, the impact you wish to make, the profound contribution you are here to offer. When your purpose is clear, when it resonates with every fiber of your being, the challenges become mere stepping stones, the obstacles become opportunities for growth, and the path forward, however arduous, becomes imbued with an almost divine significance. This purpose is not something you discover, it's something you cultivate, something you commit to, something you live into with every breath. And with purpose comes discipline. Not the rigid, joyless grind, but the self-imposed structure that liberates you from the tyranny of impulse and the inertia of procrastination. Discipline is the bridge between your vision and its realization, the unwavering commitment to consistent, deliberate action, even when motivation wanes. It's the choice to do what is necessary, when it is necessary, regardless of how you feel. Think of an Olympic athlete. Their success isn't a product of sporadic bursts of inspiration. It's the culmination of years of unwavering discipline, of countless hours of training, of pushing past comfort zones, day in and day out. They train not just when they feel like it, but because their definite chief aim demands it, because their burning desire for victory compels them to adhere to a rigorous regimen. This discipline isn't about punishment, it's about self-mastery, about taking command of your impulses and directing your energy with unwavering focus towards your ultimate objective. It's the deliberate cultivation of habits that serve your highest good, the consistent execution of small, seemingly insignificant actions that, over time, compound into monumental achievements. Without discipline, even the most brilliant vision remains a fantasy, a whisper in the wind. Discipline without action is merely an intellectual exercise. It's the difference between knowing the path and actually walking it. Action is the crucible where dreams are forged into reality, where intentions transform into tangible results. It's the fearless leap into the unknown, the courageous step that propels you forward even when fear whispers its insidious doubts. The world is filled with brilliant minds brimming with innovative ideas, but very few ever translate those ideas into concrete action. Why? Because the gap between conception and execution is often vast, requiring not just intellect, but an unwavering courage, a willingness to risk failure, and an almost childlike eagerness to learn from every misstep. Carnegie didn't just think about building an empire, he built it, brick by laborious brick, deal by painstaking deal, through relentless, decisive action. He understood that knowledge, without application, is dormant power. It's in the doing, in the struggling, in the striving, that you truly discover your capabilities, that you refine your approach, that you learn the invaluable lessons that no book or seminar could ever teach you. So, silence the inner critic, push past the inertia, and take that first decisive step. Then the next. And the next. For it is in the relentless rhythm of consistent action that the universe truly begins to conspire in your favor. As you embark on this journey of relentless action, a powerful, often overlooked, force emerges: gratitude. It's not just a pleasant emotion, it's a profound state of being, a powerful magnetic force that attracts more of what you appreciate into your life. When you cultivate a genuine sense of gratitude, even for the smallest blessings, you shift your energetic frequency, aligning yourself with abundance and positive outcomes. It's an antidote to the scarcity mindset, a powerful shield against the insidious whispers of doubt and complaint. Think of it as a feedback loop. The more you appreciate what you have, the more the universe provides you with reasons to be grateful. This isn't about denying challenges or ignoring difficulties, it's about consciously choosing to focus on the good, to acknowledge the progress, to celebrate the small victories along the way. It's the profound realization that every obstacle overcome, every lesson learned, every moment of growth, is a gift, a stepping stone on your path to greatness. Practice gratitude daily, consciously acknowledge the blessings in your life, and watch as your world transforms, becoming a vibrant tapestry woven with threads of opportunity and abundance. This isn't a passive exercise, it's an active, daily practice, a deliberate cultivation of an attitude that magnetizes success. And yet, even with unwavering clarity, relentless action, and profound gratitude, the path to greatness is rarely a straight line. Life, in its infinite wisdom, throws curveballs, introduces unexpected detours, and presents unforeseen challenges. This is where adaptability becomes not just a virtue, but an absolute necessity. The world is in constant flux, evolving at an unprecedented pace. What worked yesterday may not work today. The rigid mind, the one unwilling to pivot, to adjust, to embrace change, is ultimately doomed to obsolescence. Consider the countless businesses that once dominated their industries, only to crumble when they failed to adapt to changing markets, to evolving technologies, to shifting consumer desires. It's not the strongest or the most intelligent that survive, but those most responsive to change. Your ability to release outdated strategies, to embrace new information, to pivot with agility in the face of unforeseen circumstances, is paramount. This requires mental flexibility, a willingness to learn, and a deep-seated trust in your ability to navigate uncharted waters. Don't cling to what was, embrace what can be. The universe rewards those who flow with its currents, not those who stubbornly resist its inevitable tides. And when the inevitable setbacks arrive, when the path seems to vanish beneath your feet, when the whispers of defeat become a deafening roar, it is resilience that separates the extraordinary from the ordinary. Resilience isn't the absence of struggle, it's the capacity to bounce back, to learn from adversity, to emerge stronger and more determined than before. It's the unwavering belief in your ability to overcome, even when the odds seem insurmountable. Abraham Lincoln, a man who faced repeated political defeats, personal tragedies, and the immense pressure of leading a nation through civil war, never succumbed to despair. His resilience, his profound ability to learn from every setback and rise again with renewed conviction, ultimately saved a nation. Your journey will be punctuated by moments of doubt, by periods of profound challenge. This is not a sign of failure, but an inherent part of the process, a crucible designed to test your resolve and forge your inner strength. Embrace these moments. See them not as roadblocks, but as opportunities for growth, for deeper learning, for the refinement of your character. For it is in the depths of adversity that your true power is revealed. And every step of this arduous yet exhilarating journey is a testament to the power of learning. Not just formal education, but the constant, relentless pursuit of knowledge, the insatiable curiosity that drives you to understand, to improve, to master. The greatest minds throughout history were not content with what they already knew. They were perpetual students, constantly seeking new insights, new perspectives, new ways to refine their craft and expand their understanding. From Edison's endless experiments to Carnegie's meticulous study of business principles, the drive to learn was a constant companion. The world around you is a vast library, brimming with invaluable lessons. Every experience, every interaction, every success, and especially every failure, holds a hidden curriculum. Approach life with an open mind, a beginner's heart, and an insatiable desire to absorb new information. Read voraciously, listen intently, observe keenly. Seek out mentors, learn from their triumphs and their missteps. For the path to mastery is paved with continuous learning, a relentless dedication to growth that transcends the confines of formal education and embraces the boundless wisdom of lived experience. So, what then is the ultimate secret, the grand summation of this timeless wisdom? It is the profound realization that consistency is not merely a habit, it is the very fabric of achievement. It is the unwavering, relentless application of these principles, day in and day out, not in grand, sporadic gestures, but in the quiet, disciplined moments that accumulate into a monumental force. It's the daily decision to wake with purpose, to cultivate belief, to clarify your vision, to act with conviction, to embrace gratitude, to adapt with agility, to rise with resilience, and to learn without end. It is the unwavering commitment to your definite chief aim, etched not just in your mind, but in the very fiber of your being, resonating with every breath, every heartbeat, every conscious choice. The universe, in its infinite wisdom, rewards not the occasional burst of inspiration, but the steady, persistent current of unwavering effort. It's the compounding effect of consistent action, the relentless drip that eventually carves canyons, the steady light that eventually illuminates the darkest corners. This isn't about perfection, it's about persistence. It's about showing up, again and again, even when the results are not immediately apparent, even when the path seems arduous, even when the world whispers doubts. For in that unwavering consistency, in that relentless adherence to your chosen path, lies the true alchemy of success, the undeniable power to bend reality to your will, and to manifest the extraordinary life that is your birthright. The choice, now and always, rests within you. What will you choose to consistently become? And here, in this very moment, as these words echo in the chambers of your awareness, the true journey begins. Not a journey across continents or oceans, but an odyssey within. For the greatest battles are not fought on distant fields, but within the vast landscape of the human mind. The Mastermind Alliance, a concept so potent, so transformative, often begins with a solitary voice, a singular resolve, before it attracts kindred spirits. But first, you must become that kindred spirit. You must become the unwavering beacon that draws to you those who resonate with your ambition, those whose intellect and drive complement your own. This isn't about mere networking, it's about the deliberate cultivation of a supreme network of minds, bound by a shared purpose, fueling each other's aspirations. Think of the boundless energy generated when Edison surrounded himself with brilliant engineers, when Ford assembled a team of mechanical geniuses, or when Disney inspired animators to push the boundaries of imagination. They didn't achieve greatness in isolation. They understood the profound leverage of collective intelligence, the exponential power of minds working in synergistic harmony towards a common, definite goal. You cannot, and indeed should not, attempt to scale the highest peaks alone. Identify those whose strengths shore up your weaknesses, whose knowledge illuminates your blind spots, whose belief reinforces your own. Seek out the wisdom of those who have walked the path before you, not to simply replicate their steps, but to learn from their experience, to avoid their pitfalls, and to accelerate your own ascent. This alliance, forged in trust and mutual respect, becomes an impenetrable fortress against doubt, a launchpad for unparalleled achievement. It multiplies your efforts, amplifies your vision, and provides the invaluable feedback loop necessary for continuous refinement and growth. Build your counsel, empower your journey. Yet, even with a powerful mastermind, even with the clearest vision, there exists a silent saboteur, an insidious force that whispers doubts and sows seeds of fear, indecision. This is not a mere lapse in judgment, it is a profound paralysis of the will, a constant oscillation between possibilities that ultimately leads to stagnation. The world rewards those who decide swiftly and change their decisions slowly. Why? Because the very act of decision, even an imperfect one, sets energy in motion. It creates momentum. It declares to the universe, and to yourself, that you are committed, that you are moving forward. Consider the historical figures who shaped destiny. They were not flawless in their choices, but they were decisive. Napoleon, though his empire ultimately crumbled, was renowned for his lightning-fast decisions on the battlefield. He understood that a less than perfect plan executed with vigor was infinitely superior to a flawless plan delayed by endless deliberation. Indecision is the thief of opportunity, the silent assassin of dreams. It breeds doubt, erodes confidence, and drains your vital life force. Cultivate the habit of swift, confident decision-making. Gather the necessary information, weigh the options, and then, with unwavering conviction, choose your path. And once chosen, commit to it with every fiber of your being. Reserving the right to change only when presented with compelling new evidence that irrevocably alters the landscape of your understanding. For in the crucible of decision, the amorphous clay of possibility begins to take definitive form. And as you embark on this path of decisive action, a natural human tendency often emerges, the fear of criticism. The paralyzing dread of what others might say, what judgments they might cast, what ridicule they might hurl. This fear of criticism is a phantom foe, a self-imposed prison that keeps countless brilliant minds locked in mediocrity. Walt Disney faced relentless ridicule for his grand visions, Edison was dismissed as a mad inventor, Ford was labeled an eccentric. Yet, they pressed on, their internal conviction far outweighing the noise of external detractors. The truth is, those who dare to dream big, those who dare to step outside the conventional, will always attract criticism. It is an unavoidable consequence of daring to be different. But understand this, criticism often stems from ignorance, from fear, or from the discomfort of those who are unwilling to challenge their own limited perspectives. Their words hold no power over you unless you grant them that power. Develop an impenetrable shield of self-belief. Let their doubts fuel your resolve, let their skepticism strengthen your conviction. Your purpose is too profound, your vision too compelling, your potential too vast to be derailed by the fleeting opinions of those who do not share your journey or understand your ambition. Tune out the noise. Listen only to the wisdom of your inner voice and the counsel of your true mastermind. For your legacy will be written by your actions, not by the whispers of the insecure. The insidious grip of fear itself, in its myriad forms, fear of poverty, fear of criticism, fear of ill health, fear of loss of love, fear of old age, fear of death, can be the most formidable barrier to consistency. These are not merely emotions, they are states of mind, insidious thoughts that, when entertained, can hijack your subconscious and paralyze your will. You must confront these fears, not by ignoring them, but by dissecting them, by understanding their root cause, and by systematically dismantling their power over you. The fear of poverty, for instance, often drives people to inaction, to cling to security rather than pursue opportunity. Yet, true security lies not in a steady paycheck, but in the unwavering belief in your own ability to generate wealth, to innovate, to adapt, and to create value regardless of external circumstances. This requires a profound shift in mindset, a conscious rejection of scarcity and an embrace of abundance. The fear of criticism, as we've explored, is a specter. The fear of ill health can lead to a preoccupation that saps your vitality. Each fear is a mental construct, a phantom that thrives in the darkness of your mind. Shine the light of truth upon it. Analyze it. What is the worst that can truly happen? And often, you'll find that the imagined worst is far less terrifying than the paralysis it inflicts. True courage is not the absence of fear, but the triumph over it. It is the conscious decision to act in spite of fear, to push through its resistance, to recognize it as a temporary visitor, not a permanent resident of your mental landscape. Through persistent positive thought, through unwavering belief in your own capacity, you can systematically starve these fears of the energy they feed upon, rendering them powerless to deter you from your definite chief aim. In the pursuit of your greatest ambitions, you will inevitably encounter the concept of sexual transmutation, a powerful and often misunderstood force. This isn't merely about physical desire. It's about the channeling of a primal, creative energy, the very force that fuels life itself, from its lower, procreative expression to higher forms of creative and intellectual pursuit. History is replete with examples of individuals who harnessed this powerful energy to fuel their genius. Artists, inventors, leaders, who poured this intense, focused energy into their work, transforming it into unparalleled achievement. This is not about repression, but about redirection. It's about consciously recognizing the immense surge of vital energy associated with this drive and directing it towards your definite chief aim. When this energy is channeled, it manifests as heightened enthusiasm, increased willpower, profound creativity, and an almost superhuman capacity for sustained effort. It becomes a boundless wellspring of passion, not for fleeting gratification, but for the arduous, exhilarating work of creation. This is the energy that enables you to work through the night, to overcome seemingly insurmountable obstacles, to maintain an unwavering focus when others falter. It is a divine spark, an inherent force within you, waiting to be consciously directed and utilized for your highest purposes. Understand its power, and learn to harness it, not to deny it, but to elevate it, to transmute it into the pure, unadulterated fuel for your ultimate success. The very fabric of the universe vibrates with a fundamental truth, the law of attraction. What you consistently think about, what you intensely feel, what you profoundly believe, you inevitably attract into your experience. This isn't wishful thinking, it's a universal principle, as immutable as the law of gravity. Your mind is a powerful magnet, constantly emitting frequencies based on your dominant thoughts and emotions. If your mind is filled with doubt, scarcity, and fear, you will attract circumstances that mirror those very energies. Conversely, if your mind is saturated with clarity, abundance, and unwavering belief in your definite chief aim, you will draw to you the resources, the opportunities, the people, and the circumstances necessary to manifest your desires. This requires more than just fleeting positive thoughts, it demands a deep, pervasive immersion in the reality of your desired outcome. It requires aligning your conscious desires with your subconscious programming, ensuring that every cell of your being vibrates at the frequency of your future success. This is why visualization is so potent, why affirmations, when spoken with emotion and conviction, are so powerful. They are tools for programming your subconscious, for aligning your internal world with the external reality you wish to create. Understand that every thought you entertain is a seed. What kind of garden are you cultivating in the fertile soil of your mind? Are you planting seeds of doubt and limitation, or seeds of limitless possibility and abundant success? The universe is constantly listening, constantly responding to your dominant vibrational output. Make sure the signal you are sending is loud, clear, and absolutely aligned with the magnificent destiny you are here to claim. And to truly master the law of attraction, to consistently manifest your definite chief aim, you must cultivate the power of imagination. Not mere fantasy, but a dynamic, creative force that transcends the limitations of your current reality. Imagination is the workshop of the mind, the fertile ground where ideas are born, where visions take form, where the blueprint of your future is meticulously crafted. There are two primary forms: synthetic imagination, which rearranges existing concepts into new forms, and creative imagination, which taps into the infinite intelligence of the universe, drawing forth entirely new ideas and insights. The great inventors, artists, and leaders of history possessed a highly developed capacity for both. Edison didn't invent the light bulb out of thin air. He synthetically combined existing principles of electricity and materials in novel ways, fueled by the insights that sprang from his creative imagination. Disney didn't just replicate existing amusement parks, he envisioned an entirely new world, a realm of joy and wonder that sprang from the depths of his creative mind. Your imagination is your greatest asset, your direct link to infinite potential. Do not suppress it, cultivate it, nurture it, give it free rein to explore the farthest reaches of possibility. Spend time each day consciously engaging your imagination, building vivid mental pictures of your desired future, allowing your mind to wander beyond the constraints of the present. For it is in the vibrant theater of your imagination that the seeds of your future are sown, watered, and brought to life, before they ever manifest in the physical world. Your reality is but a shadow of what your imagination can conceive. The consistent application of your imagination, fueled by burning desire and unwavering belief, leads to the development of enthusiasm. This isn't a superficial excitement, it's a deep, infectious energy that radiates from within, attracting positive attention and inspiring others. Enthusiasm is the outward manifestation of your inner conviction, the visible proof of your passion. Think of a charismatic leader, an inspiring speaker, a visionary entrepreneur. They possess an almost palpable energy, a magnetic quality that draws people to them, ignites their own ambitions, and compels them to action. This is the power of enthusiasm. It's contagious. It dissolves resistance, overcomes inertia, and transforms mundane tasks into exhilarating opportunities. When you are truly enthusiastic about your definite chief aim, every challenge becomes an adventure, every setback a lesson, every step forward a triumph. It's the energy that keeps you going when others quit, the spark that ignites innovation, the fuel that powers relentless effort. Cultivate this enthusiasm by constantly reinforcing your belief, by consistently visualizing your success, and by focusing on the profound purpose that drives you. Let it radiate from your being, influencing not only your own actions but also inspiring those around you to join you on your remarkable journey. For enthusiasm, truly felt and genuinely expressed, is an irresistible force that paves the way for miracles. Yet, even with enthusiasm, the path is rarely smooth. There will be moments of profound disappointment, periods where the seemingly insurmountable nature of your task threatens to crush your spirit. This is where personal initiative becomes paramount. It's the self-starting quality, the willingness to take the first step, to seize opportunities without being told, to act decisively without external prompting. Many people wait for permission, for a clear signal, for someone else to pave the way. But the truly successful individuals throughout history were not followers, they were initiators. They saw a need, conceived a solution, and then, with unwavering resolve, took the necessary action to bring it to fruition. Edison didn't wait for someone to commission him to invent the light bulb, he pursued it with an almost obsessive dedication. Ford didn't wait for others to create the automobile industry, he built it from the ground up, fueled by his own vision and initiative. This quality is crucial for consistency because it means you are not dependent on external motivation or direction. You are the engine of your own progress. You are proactive, not reactive. You are a self-starter, always seeking ways to advance your definite chief aim, always looking for opportunities to apply your knowledge and hone your skills. Cultivate this habit of proactive action. Don't wait for permission, create it. Don't wait for opportunity, forge it. For every great achievement begins with the courage of a single individual taking personal initiative. And as you embrace personal initiative, you will inevitably encounter the power of specialized knowledge. This is not the broad, generalized knowledge of textbooks, but the deep, practical understanding of a specific field or industry that enables you to create unique value. While general knowledge is important, It is specialized knowledge, applied with intelligence and persistence, that translates into tangible results and significant wealth. Carnegie was not merely a steel manufacturer, he possessed an intimate, specialized knowledge of the entire steel industry, from raw materials to distribution. Ford understood every nuance of automobile production. Disney mastered the intricacies of animation and theme park design. Your success will be directly proportional to the depth of your specialized knowledge within your chosen field. This requires a commitment to continuous learning, to becoming an absolute expert in your domain. Read every book, attend every seminar, seek out every mentor, analyze every success and failure within your industry. Immerse yourself in the details, for it is in the mastery of specifics that true genius resides. But remember, knowledge itself is only potential power. It becomes dynamic power only when organized into definite plans of action and directed to a definite end. So, acquire specialized knowledge with an insatiable hunger, and then, with unwavering consistency, apply it to the precise execution of your definite chief aim. However, specialized knowledge alone is insufficient without the capacity for organized planning. This is the ability to break down your definite chief aim into smaller, manageable steps, to create a systematic blueprint for its achievement. Many individuals possess brilliant ideas and vast knowledge, but they lack the discipline to organize their thoughts and actions into a coherent, actionable plan. Their efforts are fragmented, their energy dispersed, and their progress sporadic. A successful plan is not rigid, it is a living document, constantly refined and adapted based on feedback and new insights. It involves identifying your definite chief aim, then outlining the specific steps required to achieve it, setting deadlines, assigning responsibilities, and establishing clear metrics for progress. Think of a general planning a military campaign, an architect designing a skyscraper, or an entrepreneur launching a complex venture. They all rely on meticulously organized plans. This requires a disciplined mind, a willingness to think strategically, and the foresight to anticipate potential obstacles. Without a well-thought-out plan, your efforts will be haphazard, your energy wasted, and your consistency undermined. So, take the time to meticulously plan your approach, to break down your grand vision into actionable increments. And then, with unwavering consistency, execute that plan, one disciplined step at a time. The power lies not in the plan itself, but in the consistent, intelligent execution of it. And in the relentless execution of your organized plans, you will inevitably encounter the pervasive power of the subconscious mind. This is the silent engine of your being, the vast, intelligent reservoir of your thoughts, beliefs, and habits. It works tirelessly, 24/7, translating your dominant thoughts and emotions into tangible reality. It neither judges nor discriminates, it simply accepts whatever impressions you feed it, whether positive or negative, and then works to manifest them in your physical world. This is why autosuggestion, the deliberate repetition of positive affirmations, is so crucial. It's a direct line to programming your subconscious for success. Every thought you entertain, every emotion you feel, every word you speak, is a command issued to this powerful inner servant. If you consistently feed it doubts, fears, and limitations, it will dutifully bring those very things into your experience. If you consistently saturate it with images of success, unwavering belief, and definite purpose, it will work miracles on your behalf, drawing to you the necessary resources, insights, and opportunities. The key to consistency, therefore, lies in consciously managing the input to your subconscious mind. Guard the gates of your mental domain with vigilance. Reject negative influences, eliminate self-limiting beliefs, and consciously choose to feed your subconscious only those thoughts and emotions that align with your highest aspirations. For your subconscious mind is a powerful ally. always working to bring your dominant desires into fruition. Harness its power, and you unlock an almost limitless capacity for consistent achievement. As you delve deeper into the mastery of your subconscious mind, you will find that it is intimately connected to the concept of the sixth sense. This is not a mystical power, but the culmination of all the other principles, the point at which your conscious mind, through consistent application of discipline, belief, and imagination, becomes attuned to the infinite intelligence of the universe. It is the faculty through which ideas, insights, and solutions are received, often as hunches, inspirations, or flashes of genius, without any conscious effort. This is where Edison found the solution to a seemingly impossible electrical problem, where Ford conceived of the assembly line, where Disney envisioned entirely new forms of entertainment. It is the quiet whisper of intuition, the sudden knowing that transcends logical deduction. This sixth sense develops as you consistently practice the other principles, when your mind is clear of fear, saturated with definite purpose, and open to receiving. It is a subtle yet profound connection to the universal mind, a direct conduit to insights and solutions that are beyond the scope of your conscious reasoning. To cultivate this faculty, you must learn to quiet the incessant chatter of your conscious mind, to create space for inspiration to emerge. This might involve meditation, conscious reflection, or simply moments of quiet contemplation focused on your definite chief aim. The more consistently you align your conscious thoughts with your ultimate purpose, the more readily your sixth sense will guide you, providing the breakthroughs and revelations necessary for unprecedented achievement. It is the pinnacle of mental mastery, the ultimate reward for unwavering consistency. And for the entire tapestry of your journey to truly hold together, to possess the unyielding strength required for sustained consistency, you must cultivate an unwavering positive mental attitude. This is not a naive optimism that denies reality, but a profound internal disposition that chooses to see opportunity in every challenge, to find lessons in every setback, and to approach every situation with a constructive and solution-oriented mindset. It's the conscious rejection of victimhood and the embrace of personal responsibility. When you maintain a positive mental attitude, you become impervious to the corrosive effects of negativity, cynicism, and despair. You become a magnet for positive experiences, for supportive people, and for advantageous circumstances. Think of the individuals who seem to effortlessly navigate life's storms, always emerging stronger and more resourceful. They don't avoid problems, they approach them with a resolute belief in their ability to overcome. They understand that their attitude is their most powerful asset, a force that shapes their perception and ultimately their reality. This attitude is a choice, a daily commitment to actively cultivate thoughts of hope, possibility, and abundance. It requires conscious effort, especially when faced with adversity, but the rewards are immeasurable. A positive mental attitude fuels your persistence, magnifies your enthusiasm, and reinforces your belief, creating a virtuous cycle that propels you relentlessly toward your definite chief aim. It is the foundation upon which all consistent achievement is built. The constant cultivation of a positive mental attitude is intrinsically linked to the powerful concept of the habit of saving. This isn't just about accumulating money. It's about the profound psychological discipline it instills, the mastery over immediate gratification, and the conscious decision to prioritize your long-term vision over short-term impulses. When you consistently save a portion of your earnings, regardless of how small, you are not merely building financial reserves, you are building mental muscle. You are programming your subconscious mind for abundance, for foresight, for disciplined action. This habit creates a sense of security and freedom, liberating you from the constant anxiety of scarcity and allowing you to take calculated risks without fear of complete ruin. It demonstrates to yourself, and to the universe, that you are a responsible steward of resources, both financial and energetic. Think of the wealthiest individuals throughout history, Their fortunes were rarely built on sporadic windfalls, but on the consistent, disciplined habit of saving and reinvesting. This principle extends beyond money to your time and energy. Are you consistently saving your most valuable resources, or are you squandering them on unproductive activities and fleeting distractions? Consistency in saving is a powerful testament to your commitment to your future, a tangible manifestation of your long-term vision. It reinforces your willpower, strengthens your discipline, and creates a solid foundation upon which all other achievements can be securely built. And as you build these foundational habits, as you consistently apply these principles, you will undoubtedly come face to face with the crucial element of sound health. This is not merely the absence of illness, but a vibrant state of physical and mental well-being that fuels your energy, sharpens your focus, and sustains your persistence. The greatest minds throughout history understood that their physical vessel was the instrument through which their genius operated. They cultivated habits that promoted vitality, knowing that a clear mind and an energetic body were indispensable for sustained effort and consistent achievement. This involves consistent attention to your diet, fueling your body with the nutrients it needs to operate at its peak. It involves regular exercise, not just for physical strength, but for mental clarity and stress reduction. It involves adequate rest, allowing your mind and body to rejuvenate and process information. And critically, it involves managing stress and cultivating emotional well-being, for the mind and body are inextricably linked. Neglecting your health is a direct attack on your consistency. A fatigued mind cannot think clearly, a depleted body cannot sustain effort, and a stressed spirit cannot maintain a positive mental attitude. Therefore, prioritize your health with the same unwavering commitment you apply to your definite chief aim. View your body as a temple, a finely tuned instrument that requires consistent care and attention. For true, enduring success is built upon a foundation of vibrant health and sustained vitality. In the grand tapestry of your consistent pursuit, you will discover that the most profound and often understated power lies in the principle of doing more than paid for. This isn't about self-sacrifice or being exploited. It's about a deep understanding of the law of increasing returns, a universal principle that states the more value you consistently give, the more abundantly you receive in return. When you consistently go the extra mile, when you deliver beyond expectation, when you pour an extra measure of enthusiasm and excellence into everything you do, you create a powerful ripple effect. You differentiate yourself. You build goodwill. You establish an undeniable reputation for excellence. Think of the pioneers of industry. They didn't just meet standards, they redefined them. They didn't just deliver products, they delivered experiences. They consistently added value, not with the expectation of immediate reward, but with the profound understanding that genuine service inevitably leads to greater opportunities, increased influence, and amplified returns. This principle applies not just in professional settings, but in every area of your life. Consistently go the extra mile in your relationships, in your personal development, in your commitment to your definite chief aim. It cultivates a mindset of abundance, generosity, and proactive contribution. It trains your subconscious to always seek ways to provide greater value, leading to a profound shift in how the universe responds to your efforts. For the seeds of extraordinary success are always sown in the fertile ground of consistently doing more than paid for. And the culmination of all these principles, the ultimate expression of consistent mastery, is found in the relentless pursuit of self-mastery. This is the highest form of discipline, the unwavering control over your own thoughts, emotions, and actions. It is the ability to direct your mental and physical energies towards your definite chief aim without deviation, without succumbing to distractions, without being swayed by external pressures or internal impulses. This is not about suppressing your true self, but about consciously choosing to align every aspect of your being with your highest purpose. It's the conscious choice to rise above procrastination, to conquer indecision, to master your fears, and to consistently apply the principles we've discussed. Self-mastery is a lifelong journey, a continuous process of refinement and growth. It requires unwavering self-awareness, an honest assessment of your strengths and weaknesses, and a courageous commitment to continuously improve. The most successful individuals throughout history were not born with inherent self-mastery. They cultivated it through relentless practice, through conscious effort, and through an unyielding commitment to their own personal development. It's the ultimate freedom, the freedom from the tyranny of your own unexamined impulses, the freedom to consistently choose thoughts and actions that serve your definite chief aim. When you achieve true self-mastery, consistency becomes not an effort, but a natural expression of your elevated being. You become an unstoppable force, a living testament to the power of a mind in complete command of itself. The final, echoing truth, the resonating chord that ties all these principles into an unbreakable symphony, is that the journey to extraordinary achievement, to the consistent manifestation of your definite chief aim, is fundamentally a spiritual one. It is the recognition that you are not merely a collection of physical atoms, but a conscious, creative force, inextricably linked to an infinite intelligence, to a universal power that responds to your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. This isn't about blind faith, it's about a profound understanding of the interconnectedness of all things, the undeniable truth that your inner world shapes your outer reality. It is the profound awareness that the very desires etched in your heart, the visions burning in your mind, are not random occurrences, but divine promptings. Glimpses of the magnificent destiny that awaits you if you dare to consistently pursue it. The universe does not play favorites. It simply responds to the frequency you emit, to the clarity of your intention, to the unwavering nature of your belief, and to the relentless consistency of your action. There are no shortcuts, no magic pills, no secret formulas that bypass the timeless principles of mental discipline, emotional mastery, and purposeful effort. The secret is laid bare before you, encoded in the very fabric of existence, waiting for you to unlock its power through consistent, conscious application. You have been given the blueprint. You have been shown the path. The power to transform your existence, to rise above mediocrity, to forge a legacy that echoes through generations, resides not in some external force, but within the boundless depths of your own being. It demands courage, it demands discipline, it demands an unshakable belief in your own inherent potential. But most profoundly, it demands consistency. Not perfection, but persistence. Not sporadic bursts of brilliance, but the steady, relentless current of unwavering effort. The question now is not if you can achieve it, but will you? Will you stand guard at the gates of your mind, protecting it from the insidious whispers of doubt and fear? Will you define your definite chief aim with such piercing clarity that it becomes an undeniable reality within your soul? Will you cultivate the unwavering belief that compels you forward through every challenge? Will you embrace the consistent action, the relentless pursuit, the disciplined effort that transforms dreams into tangible triumphs? This is your moment. This is your life. The canvas is blank, waiting for your masterpiece. The sculptor's clay awaits your hands. The raw potential of your destiny vibrates within you, yearning to be released. Choose now. Choose to become the architect of your own extraordinary future. Choose to embody the timeless principles of consistency, not for a day, or a week, or a year, but for a lifetime. For in that unwavering commitment, in that relentless pursuit, in that consistent becoming, you will not only achieve your dreams, but you will discover the magnificent, limitless being you were always meant to be. The time for dreaming is over. The time for consistent, unwavering, soul-shaking action is now. Go. Create. consistently.